Ah, don't worry, our trusted analogue meter reader. We're not going to get rid of you, despite the letter we got. You're our trusted friend. Now, I don't usually talk to inanimate objects around the home, apart from the kettle.
Yeah, I can do more than make the tea, you know. Peace and rights to all kettles.
But we've recently received a letter from the lovely folk of the energy company we're with, inviting us to have one of these installed. We naturally declined, and in this short video I'll be giving you the brief overview of why, and also why we believe we should all decline from having smart meters installed in our homes. Now, I'm sure many of our viewers are already pretty well versed with smart meters and smart technology, and many of you would have already been approached to have one of these installed. Some of you may have even accepted. Now, there's a lot of contention over smart meters and their dangers, and for good reason. So I'm going to briefly go over some of these concerns, and I'll also provide the links so you can research it yourself and draw your own conclusions. So what do smart meters claim? Well, the selling point is that smart meters will provide a more accurate reading of your energy usage, and thus they claim will bring an end to estimated billing and lower your usage cost. Now, that's not strictly true, as most energy providers encourage customers to sign up for a yearly plan where their annual usage is estimated in advance and then split down into 12 monthly payments. So regardless of whether you have a smart meter or not, estimated billing will continue. In regards to accuracy and usage, there have been countless reports showing astronomical amounts of usage per day from many faulty smart meters. And many customers have complained that their bills have even more than doubled since having a smart meter installed. In addition, despite the many claims, smart meters are not compulsory, so you don't have to have one if you don't want to. And according to research from comparethemarket.com, 1 in 5 households do not want one installed. The government had originally stated that every house would be fitted with a smart meter by the year 2020. But they later subtly downgraded this requirement to every home will be offered a smart meter by 2020, and with no obligation to have one. So remember that when your energy company starts asking you to have one installed, you don't have to have one. Plus, with smart meters, your energy supplier will gain much more control over your usage and data, which they won't have with an analogue meter. With an analogue meter, if they wish to disconnect you, they have to go through legal procedures to gain entrance to your home. Then you can arm yourself with understanding your rights and the difference between legal and law and the creation of your legal fiction, which we could do a whole program about that. But with a smart meter, they can disconnect you remotely, just like that if they wish. There's also privacy concerns with smart meters. Smart meters record all the data from your appliances connected to it. From that data you can tell how many times you have a bath or a shower, what TV programs you're watching, who's in your house, and when you're out. And all this data is collected and then could be sold to third parties who then profit from you even further. And there's more. Your smart meter is open to hackers. Anyone who's equipped with the right kind of knowledge to hack into your smart meter can do so, and thus can know when you're in and when you're out and what you're doing. This, of course, is all very worrying. In effect, anyone can tap into your private data via the smart meter. All very handy for those technically savvy criminals out there, which are on the increase. Smart meter hacking has been extensively reported, and yet the smart meter manufacturers have done nothing to prevent further hacking. So now we move on to the health concerns. Smart meter manufacturers have admitted that smart meters emit 14,000 short bursts of intense microwave radiation per day, which can and does mess up your cell's electrochemistry, which can and does cause all kinds of negative effects on us. The Global Research Centre reported many cases of negative health effects on smart meter customers, including intense migraines, irregular heart palpitations, tinnitus and rashes. Smart meters also have a detrimental effect on blood cells. We provide a link to a video which explains this more in detail. Dr. Gilberto Leon, an holistic medical doctor from Arizona, is one of the thousands of experts and professionals who, through many studies, are warning us about their dangers. Dr. Gilberto Leon stated, "The constant bombardment of microwave radiation from smart meters represents an unnatural sequence of events that we are naturally not able to respond to properly. The long-term exposure to smart meters," he says, "can be extremely dangerous." Smart technology is linking together all smart products, connecting them and us to what's known as a smart grid. And of course this process has already begun. And we need to stand up together and repel this, as it's enveloping us in this ever-increasing global prison, linking it all to what is mainly known as Agenda 21. I'm sure many of our viewers, if not all, are aware of Agenda 21, which was an action plan drawn up in Rio in 1992 in a UN summit, which is basically global control sold to us under a fuzzy name of sustainable development. But again, we could do a whole programme about that, several programmes about that in fact, and we do plan to do such a thing, possibly with Andrew Johnson. But back to smart meters, and as the big picture is, they can not only record and collect our data and sell it even, it's also what they can transmit back to us via this smart technology through your smart meter and other smart products. This can be potentially overwhelmingly bad for us. And we should also be aware of the term smart, with smart cities, smart growth, smart drugs even, etc., etc. All designed to keep us locked in and controlled within the smart system. I mean, they've just produced the first smart gun, for God's sake. But please research this yourself if you haven't already and draw your own conclusions. But moving on to another concern regarding smart meters, and that's the fire risk, as many fires and even explosions have been reported due to poorly installed smart meters and circuit failures. And hundreds of thousands of smart meters have been recalled due to the risk of potential fires. So smart meters, in my opinion, are just a big global scam. It's so the energy companies can gain huge profits from the smart meter customers, and they go to dubious companies and agencies, all without the smart meter customers' consent or knowledge. So in effect, smart meter homes become a data minefield to criminals. Plus, we've been told smart meters will be installed at no extra cost. This is a lie. The cost of the smart meters to every home by 2020, which is what they want, has been set to a bill of £11 billion. And that bill will be put to us. And this is regardless of whether we have a smart meter or not. This bill will be paid by us through our energy bills. So £430 is set to be taken from every household, remember, regardless of whether you have a smart meter or not, to foot this £11 billion bill. This is nothing short of theft. And if you're watching this and you already have a smart meter installed and you're thinking, shit, am I going to get rid of this? Well, you are entitled to have it removed if you so wish. EDF and many other energy companies have said that they would comply with any smart meter removal request and will consider each request removal case by case. But they conclude they will remove smart meters if the customer so wishes to. So to sum up, smart meters record all your data. They can then sell it on to third parties or anyone they choose. Smart meters also have potential fire risks and of course hacking risks. They also have been reported through many accounts and studies that they are detrimental to health, and it's a major worldwide scam linked with a global agenda against the population. But of course you don't have to take my word for it or believe me. Please do your own research. We've provided links if so wish, and then draw your own conclusions. I'm just off to have another chat with Kelvin. Good night.